Welcome, I'm Melinda Akinlami. Tonight, Ogun State Police Command launches manhunt for abductors of 3 students and 5 staff of Tulip International College as parents demand better security in school. Bring Back Our Girls campaigners call for urgent action to effect release of remaining Chibok girls, want adequate management of Nigeria's human resources. Nigerian Society of Engineers condemn proposed total closure of Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport Abuja, seeks phased rehabilitation of the facility. And options narrow as ECOWAS leaders fail to persuade Gambian President Yahya Jammeh to hand over power to President-elect Adama Barrow.
And on business news tonight, Naira expected to stabilize next week as central bank prepares to resume dollar sales to bureau de change operators.
On sports news tonight, players of FC Ifeanyi disrupt 2016-2017 Nigeria Professional Football League season opener in Kano over alleged poor officiating.
We begin tonight in Ogun State, southwest Nigeria, where more details are emerging on the abduction of some staff and students of Tulip International School located in the Isheri area of the state. The Ogun State Police Command says 5 staff members and 3 students were forcefully taken away by gunmen yesterday night from the school. According to the school authorities, the staff abducted are 3 Nigerians and 2 Turkish nationals, and the gunmen gained entrance through the back fence.
A tense atmosphere amidst tight security at the Nigerian Tulip International School in Ogun State. A day after gunmen abducted 3 students and 5 members of staff, including 2 Turkish nationals. The anguish is vivid on the faces of parents who trooped to the school early in the morning to ascertain the situation. While these men appear to absorb the tension with bottles of water, others, especially the mothers, let loose their emotion.
You know, this same management, a lot of complaints from parents has gone to them several times on this security issue, and they didn't do anything.
If you say about the school, it has to be okay when they enter. What about when you are driving from the beggar to this place? They should lift up every corner in Ogun State. They should put in all the necessary security measures. You can't tell me that I should leave my daughter in the school.
This grandmother prays for God's immediate intervention, as she said her grandchildren are in the school. One of the early callers is the Commissioner of Police in Ogun State. He gives the assurance that the children will be rescued.
Security is dynamic, as crime has no creed and map. We have reviewed the security architecture of this institution, and we have taken the needful step. Security has been built up. Both our tactical and covert deployment are working on this issue, and definitely we are resolute. These children will be rescued healthy and hearty.
The incident also attracts other top-ranking security operatives who move round the school premises to assess the security situation. They promise a lasting solution to the security challenge in the area.
The students are traumatized. The parents are traumatized. It is my responsibility, as the representative of the IG, to reassure the parents, to reassure the students, and to reassure the management of this school. The Nigerian police will do everything possible to protect this facility.
I would like to say something to our parents. No need to worry about their children. Those children, not just their children, these are our own children. What they feel, I share my emotions, everything, what they are feeling, I am feeling the same thing with our parents.
As the search for the kidnapped victims continues, the promise to make this learning environment more secure should not end up as just lip service, but should be acted on urgently to restore the confidence of the stakeholders in the 9-year-old institution.
Meanwhile, the Ogun State government has assured parents, guardians and staff of the school that everything is being done to ensure their safe return. This assurance was given by the Deputy Governor, Mrs. Yetunde Ononuga, while leading members of the state executive to Tulip International School. She appealed to residents to remain calm as adequate security will be intensified in the state at all times.
I want to assure our people that they should just keep calm. These children will be rescued within a very short time. I know how they feel right now. Government of Ogun State is not in our style not to neglect security, and we are on top of it right now. And Ogun State, I want to assure the kidnappers that Ogun State is not a safe net for them. There is not a safe net for them at all. So they should know that whatever they must be, if they're hearing me, they should know that they should release the children right away. Ogun State is not abandoning her responsibilities. We are on top of our responsibility. Infrastructure-wise, security-wise, we are on top of every situation. This is just an accident, and it can happen anywhere. This has happened. It will enable us to do more, to put certain things in motion to ensure it doesn't occur again.
The Bring Back Our Girls group is asking the federal government to speed up the process that will ensure the release of the remaining Chibok girls. During a demonstration to conclude its week-long protest march in Abuja, the group emphasized the need for government to be prudent in managing the nation's human resources. Our correspondent, Ajuli Ngelale, has this report.
As the 7-day protest movement winds down to a close on a quiet Saturday morning in the nation's capital, the resilient spirit of the Bring Back Our Girls group maintains a steadiness and a focus with one more call for justice. The mission on this final day of the week-long procession was unmistakable.
We want also the citizens to help us ask our government, where are the 83 Chibok girls that they said they were negotiating for in October, and they will bring them back home? Because what this means is that we must ensure that our government don't just say things, just say words and move on. We have to hold them accountable.
24 hours before Armed Forces Remembrance festivities commence in Abuja, the Bring Back Our Girls group acknowledged the major sacrifices and gains of the armed forces in the Northeast, honoring the fallen with a moment of silence.
Our heroes is a hashtag for our troops. Honor our heroes. 1 minute.
All told, the 7-day procession comes to an end, but according to the BBOG campaigners, the mission of the group will not be accomplished until every Chibok girl held captive is freed. Ajuri Ngelale, Channels Television News.
Mr. President! Mr. President!
The Nigerian army says it has dealt another blow to Boko Haram members in Kukawa local government area of Borno State. Men of Operation Lafia Adole, assisted by the Nigerian Air Force, repelled an attack by militants launched from the shores of Lake Chad. The Director, Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Sani Usman, says 3 soldiers lost their lives in the encounter, while 27 others sustained injuries. The troops killed 10 insurgents, injured many, recovered different weapons and a Boko Haram flag. General Usman says there is intensified vigilance as concerted efforts are on to clear the remnants of the terrorists. And still on security matters, the Nigerian Air Force has graduated over 1,000 recruits from its basic military training course with a mandate to be vigilant and committed in protecting the nation. The Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Sadiq Abubakar, charged them to be ready to pay the ultimate price in defending their country, especially with the security challenges in the northeast.
Out of the 1,498 recruits passing out today,
these are airmen and women of the regular basic military training of the Nigerian Air Force at the passing out parade. Their journey to the service commenced 6 months ago. There were 1,563 of them initially. Along the line, 49 were withdrawn and 4 absconded. The final number graduating here is 1,498, including 331 operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission.
They have just split them into 4 boxes, and any moment from now, they will demonstrate the base patrol.
As part of the efforts to prepare them for the task ahead, and in pursuance of the Air Force's mission-oriented force development, the curriculum for their course was reviewed with the introduction of the internal security module. And so the Chief of Air Staff, who doubles as a guest of honor, arrives. And after a review of the parade, Air Marshal Sadiq Abubakar warns them that there's zero tolerance for weakness and any conduct that is inconsistent with service discipline.
I'm sure you have imbibed the core values of the military profession, which includes absolute loyalty, discipline, honesty, and courage, among others. The nation is currently faced with many internal security challenges, and as part of efforts to prepare you for the task ahead, and in pursuance of our concept of mission-oriented force development, the curriculum for your course was reviewed to include the tactics of containing emerging threats in internal security operations.
The Air Force boss also announced that his administration places a high priority on welfare and capacity building for officers and men.
Also, you must not allow yourselves to be used by any disgruntled elements in the society. Must not succumb to any inducement or acts that will cause disaffection amongst other members of the armed forces.
The introduction of these young men and women into the military is coming at a time the nation is in dire need of additional manpower to help tackle the myriad of security challenges.
The president believes that France can do more to help Africa overcome its present challenges in spite of the existing partnership with the African continent yielding fruit in many positive ways. President Muhammadu Buhari shared this view today at the Africa-France Conference for Partnership, Peace and Emergence taking place in Bamako, Mali. He said that while so many gains have been made despite the challenges such as terrorism, human and weapon trafficking, illicit financial flows and infrastructural deficits which continue to affect the development of the continent. He also called for the strengthening of African defense mechanisms such as the continent so that the continent will be able to transform decisions arising from this partnership. In part 2, after the break, group demands fast track of federal government social security program to address inequality among citizens. That's in a moment. Stay with us.